Is it everyone is able to see the screen? All the people, can you please respond in the chat window? All the people, can you please respond in the chat window? Okay, right. All right, guys. All right. Let's continue on this. Okay. So we need to begin taking care about our the most important concept. Need to begin considering that, right? So we need to begin taking care about the most important concept, considering the SDLC, real-time process implementation, right? So we need to begin understanding with the concept of SDLC, real-time process implementation, right? I mean, as part of real-time perspective, as top, as part of real-time perspective, how exactly, how exactly we need to be get followed that particular real-time process. That is what we need to be get understand. I mean, if we get considering with SDLC, the meaning of SDLC, the meaning of SDLC, we need to be get consider software development life cycle, right? So the meaning of SDLC, we need to be get considering the software development life cycle, right? So you can consider any kind of IT companies. You may get consider, you may get consider any kind of IT companies, right? So if you get consider any kind of IT companies, you need to be get take care about. You need to be get taking care about in performing with each and every particular step, right? So considering that, you will be taking with, need to be get considering that, you will be taking with, we got discussed the whole process. Just to have in a small overview, considering that in a market, we need to be get how different kind of the business, right? So it can be any kind of the business, it can be any kind of the business. Initially, it will go with manual step. It can be any kind of the business. Initially, it will go with manual step. In a certain stage, it will be decided that to get automate that process. Automating the process, automating the process is nothing but, automating the process is nothing but need to be get required in a software. That software you need to be get, that software we need to be get getting from IT companies or considering the software companies here, right? So which need to be get taking with IT companies or considering the software companies. Now, once you got visit any of the IT company, the very first thing you need to be get provide RFP, meaning that the meaning of that considering the request for proposal. So the meaning of RFP, we need to be get considering the request for proposal. That is what which need to be get considering the very first document here. Based on that particular document, based on that particular document, the IT people will go with in doing with feasibility study or taking with requirement analysis. That particular feasibility study and requirement analysis not done by fresher level or just an experience of 3 to 4 years. The one who has been, the one who has been already having more experience in the IT, considering the BA SME. These particular people will be taking care about doing feasibility study and requirement analysis, and then taking with kickoff meeting, considering the project confirmation. So we need to begin our kickoff meeting considering the project confirmation. So by the kickoff meeting, we are confirming that that particular project. So the project has been confirmed to that particular IT company. Once project has been confirmed, once project has been confirmed, then the project manager will be playing with a very important role, because that particular project manager coming up with the document of PMP, considering the project management plan. So the manager will be taking care about PMP document, and parallelly HR team will be taking care about doing the recruitment. BA team coming up with preparing requirement documents. Once requirement documents are ready, once requirement documents are ready, then development team and then testing team will be coming into the picture. Development team and then testing team will be coming into the picture. Development team taking care about all that particular respective development activities. Testing team will be taking care about all that particular respective testing activities. So this particular development team doing with the coding, code review, unit level testing, and taking with integration testing. Once that particular integration testing has been done, once that particular integration testing is completed, then development team will be releasing the build to the testing team. By the time of development team is releasing the build to the testing team need to be get ready with test cases. That is how from the day one, development team and then testing team need to begin. Development team and testing team need to begin taking care about working parallelly here. Right? So that is what we need to begin ready with the test cases. Once build one has been released, once build one has been released, right? So once build one has been released, you need to begin start with execution. While doing the execution, we need to begin take care about bug reporting. Along with that, it will be continued with different type of the builds. In a certain stage, we need to begin take care about performing all the testings here. Once we done with all the testing, then finally the project will be moving into live environment or production. So this is what exactly we need to begin considering the SDLC, real-time process implementation. So this is how we are trying to get understand how software has been coming into the picture, and what are all that particular respective steps need to be done, and then releasing into the market. So if we get consider some of my real-time process, you can see that if we consider with the real time, so when you are working in the real time, you can see that how we are getting with the bills from the development team. So as part of one of the project, this is how you will be getting with the emails in the real time. I mean, for the testing team, for the testing team, you will be getting with the email. This is Apexon is our project. QA team. This particular QA team, this particular QA team need to be get this particular QA team will be releasing, will be getting with the email from development team saying that this is clearly mentioned build and release nodes is ready to test. So this is we got URL. That is what we got mentioned that build is nothing but .exe file. Build is nothing but .exe file or considering the URL. In the real time, this is how you will be getting with the emails from that particular respective development team. See the build number 45. See this particular build number 44, and this is considering like 43. Number of bills will be there. How many bills need to be released? How many bills need to be get released? It will depends on that particular project. Depends on that particular project and depends on that particular client. You will be having with a number of bills will be there. There is no limit. There is no limit in having with the bills. Releasing with the build. Releasing the build means it's not like directly hand over to the testing team. Releasing the build means not like hand overing the testing team. See that according to the real-time standards. See this email. This is clearly mentioned that build deployed. Deployed means installation. Deployed means installation. Where it is deployed, it has been deployed on Venus and Mercury. It has been deployed on Venus and Mercury. Right? So I mean, considering that, which you will be taking with, which you will be considering that, the meaning of that Venus and Mercury server names as part of our project, as part of our project, we got having that server names here. Those are servers only, but according to that particular company, you will be having with the respective server names here. Right? So this is how the all the code done by the development team, they will be deployed in that particular server. From there you will be getting with the URL. Once we got an URL, this particular, once we got an URL, you need to be get, once we got the URL, you need to be get take care about in having accessing that particular application and need to be continued doing that particular respective testing here. So this is what we got an a possibility. So this is what we got an a possibility in taking with build or considering the .exe file. So this is what exactly the whole process. This is what exactly the whole process of SDLC real-time process implementation. Okay, so as part of the interview, as part of the interview, in case of any of the interviews, in case of any of the interviews, if anyone is asking that, it can be developer or tester, it can be development interview or testing interview. Don't be considered like this is related to development or related to the testing. It's related to the whole IT. That is what it is clearly mentioned, the SDLC. You may attend as a developer or you may attend as a tester. You will be getting with this particular question. Considering the explain SDLC process. Then you need to be get comfortable in explaining this particular process. Okay, now our requirement is how exactly this process is implementing. We got the process, but how to implement this process? How exactly we can implement the process? To get implement the process, to get implement with the process, we are taking with the help of. To get implement with the process, to get implementing with the process, you need to begin, you need to begin taking care about, you need to begin taking care about the very new one, considering that, taking with SDLC models. Previously, what we done? SDLC process. To implement that process, we are taking with SDLC models. What are the SDLC models? The one we can consider waterfall model, and then V model, and then agile. One is waterfall model, and then V model, and taking with agile. Okay, so this is what we need to be get understanded. We need to be get understanded what exactly this particular waterfall model, and then taking with V model, and taking with agile. Okay, so it's not like only these three models. In a market, according to the IT, we got waterfall model, V model, agile model, and taking with considering the prototype model, spiral model, incremental model. Lot of models are there, but we are not looking into all the models here. We are not worried about all the models. Mainly need to be get comfortable. Mainly need to be get comfortable in taking with waterfall model and V model and agile. In real time, what are the models need to be used? In real time, what are the models need to be used? You are not deciding. Developer tester is not deciding. It will be decided at the time of kickoff meeting. As part of our SDLC process, we got kickoff meeting. In the kickoff meeting itself, it will be decided. In the kickoff meeting itself, it will be decided that what kind of models need to be followed. So according to that particular model, either developer or tester will be continued working on it. Okay, so let's understand what make you advantages, and what exactly make you drawbacks of these particular models here. You may get in a doubt what exactly mean by this. The conclusion, how simple you can understand is as simple as, let's consider the mobile. You guys are maintaining the mobile. What exactly use of the mobile? If we take with the mobile, what is the use of the mobile? According to your understanding, what is the use of the mobile? Use of the mobile, guys. Just please respond in the chat window. Everyone need to be get respond in the chat window. What exactly the main use of the mobile? Right. Communication. Right. So the main use of the mobile, considering the communication. Okay. So the main use of the mobile need to be get considering the communication. Right. So communication between two persons. Now, see the understanding here. See the understanding. When you purchase the mobile, when you purchase the mobile with the help of 500 rupees, when you purchase the mobile with the help of the 500 rupees, communication. If you purchase the mobile with the help of 50,000 rupees also, communication. Objective is same. Try to understand the concept. Try to understand the concept. Be active, guys. Be active. See the concept here. If you are purchasing the mobile with the help of 100 rupees, doing the communication. 50,000 rupees also, doing the communication. Is that because of 50,000 rupees, is that our male voice will become in a female voice? As you are purchasing the mobile with 50,000 rupees, because of 50,000, is that your male voice will become in a female voice? No, right? Absolutely no. Absolutely no. So the main target, the main objective is same. 500 rupees mobile communication, 50,000 mobile also communication. But why the price difference here? Why you got that price difference? As both are related to communication only, but why exactly you got the price difference? Mhm. Right. So as simple as considering the futures, right? 500 mobile, that futures will be the different. It will have its own advantages, it will have its own drawbacks. 50,000 rupees also, even though you are purchasing, even though you are purchasing with the help of 50,000 rupees also, it will have its own advantages, it will have its own drawbacks. But in the market, is that we are having only one model of the mobile? Is it in this current market we got only one model of the mobile? Yes or no, guys? Is it we got only one model of the mobile? No. A number of models are there. As a number of models are there, as simple as let's consider you guys only. If I consider you guys, is it all you guys are using the same mobile? Is that all you guys are using the same model of the mobile? No, right? You guys are not using, you guys are not using same model of the mobile, right? So if you just consider, if you just consider, okay, so if you just consider all you guys are not using same model of the mobile, right? So I mean, the reason, the reason why all you guys are not using the same model of the mobile, as in the market, why not you guys are not using same model of the mobile? For example, assume that one model having all the better features, good features are there. As all the good features are there in one mobile, why not everyone is not using same model of the mobile? Right, exactly, exactly. As simple as requirement, as simple as requirement. Okay, according to, according to your requirement. It's not like everyone using the same model, because each and every person their own requirements, according to their requirements, according to their budget, they will come up in purchasing the required mobile. Now the same concept, the same concept applied here. The same concept has been applied as part of SDLC. The SDLC process is same. Any IT company, any software, banking software, insurance software, manufacturing software, or consider Java project, .NET project, Python project, small companies, MNC companies, any company, process of SDLC is same. Objective is same. But to implement this process, you are taking with SDLC models. Which model need to use it? Which model need to use it? Depends on that project and depends on that particular client. Because every model, it will have its own advantages, it will have its own drawbacks. Same as the mobile. So why not all the IT companies are not using same model? The reason is each and every project, each and every client, they will have their own requirements here. Because of that, the model will be the different. But objective is same, purpose is same, to develop the software only, but which will be taking with different advantages and then taking with disadvantages. Right? So because of that, as a developer or tester, need to be get understand taking care about. As a developer or tester, we need to be get understand that what exactly that particular models are there. So that will get understand step by step. So we'll take care about in understanding with step by step here. So first we'll take care about in taking with. First we'll take care about waterfall model. After that we'll be taking with some other models here. Okay, right. So let's see that. Let's get understand how exactly we can work with each and every particular model. In that, first we need to be taking care about in having with waterfall model. So first we need to be understand that in taking with waterfall model. So just you guys can take with the new heading. You guys can write with the new heading SDLC models. Under that mention the waterfall model, V model, and then taking with Agile. After that, write with the new heading. Mention that. Write with the new heading. Mention that waterfall model and make a note of these steps. Mention that waterfall model. Under that, make a note of these steps. Take with the first step, requirements gathering and analysis. After that, design. And then which will be taking with coding. After that, taking with testing. After that, live environment or production. Just make a note of these particular steps. Okay, everyone, all the people, just make a note of waterfall model. Write with the main heading, waterfall model, and then make a note of these particular steps. Requirements gathering and analysis. After that, design, and then taking with coding, and then testing and live environment or production. make a note of these steps, guys. Just make a note of these steps. Just write the main heading. Write the main heading. Waterfall model. Write the main heading. Waterfall model. Under that, make a note of this particular steps. Okay. Right. Now let's understand what exactly mean by waterfall model. When you consider IT industry, in this particular IT industry, the day of IT introduced in the market, the day of the day of IT has been the day of IT has been introduced in the market. Okay, just 1 minute, guys, just 1 minute. Right. So considering that, taking with the very first step, requirements gathering and analysis. You guys may get in a confusion. Sir, SDLC also same steps, waterfall also same step. Don't be confused here. That is what I given the clear example of the mobile. 50,000 mobile communication, 500 mobile communication. Objective will be the same. Objective will be the same, but the futures implementing will make the difference here. So while working waterfall model, we can consider that waterfall model is the very first model. Waterfall model is the very first model which has been introduced in the IT. Now, while working with the waterfall model, it got its own advantages and having its own drawbacks. While working with the waterfall model, it is having its own advantages and having its own drawbacks here. So first we'll understand what make you the drawbacks. After that we'll understand what make you advantages here. Okay, let's see that. Right. Now let's see that what exactly make the drawbacks. First we'll understand that drawbacks. After that we'll be taking with advantages. Okay. So now what you guys can do is just first I'll give the description, make a note of the advantages, then I will be explaining, all the things here. Take with the heading is advantages and make a note of the points. Take with the main heading is advantages and make a note of the points. Please maintain the proper notebooks, guys. Please maintain the proper notebooks. Write the first advantage. Write the first advantage. Write the first advantage. One phase has to be totally completed. One phase has to be totally completed. One phase has to be totally completed. Then only need to start with next phase. One phase has to be totally completed. Then only need to start with next phase. Okay. The first drawback. The first drawback, one phase has to be totally completed, then only need to be get start with next phase. Within a brackets, step by step process. Within a brackets, step by step process. Within a brackets, step by step process. Sorry, drawbacks guys, not advantages, not advantages. We are talking about drawbacks, not advantages, drawbacks, disadvantages. Disadvantages. Right. So first drawback is one phase has to be totally completed, then only need to start with next phase. Okay, right. Within a brackets, step by step process. Within a brackets, step by step process. Next, take the next point. Take the next point. Any major issue is identified. 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 Need to start from first phase. Any major issues has been identified. Okay. Any major issues has been identified. Need to start from first phase. Need to start from first phase. Okay. Take the last one. Take the last drawback. Take the last drawback. Time consuming or time taking. Time consuming or taking with time taking. Okay, right. So these three are major drawbacks of waterfall model. So first drawback, as simple, right? First drawback. So what is the first drawback? One phase has to be totally completed. One phase has to be totally completed. Then only we need to start with next phase. First drawback. Second drawback, any major issues has been identified. Any major issues has been identified. Need to start from first phase. Need to start from first phase. The last one, time taking. The last one, time taking, time consuming. So what exactly meaning of this? Let's understand. As simple as according to the waterfall model, according to the concept of waterfall model, one phase has to be totally completed, then only it will go with next phase. I mean, until unless the whole requirement part is not completed, it will not go with the design. It's mandatory. The whole requirements part need to be completed, then it will come to design. Once the whole design is done, then it will come to the coding. Once the coding part is done, coming to the testing. Once testing is done, taking with live environment or production. Now in simple you can understand by seeing the diagram, see the name. The name itself clearly mention waterfall. What is the common meaning of the waterfall? If we take with the waterfall, what is the general meaning of the waterfall? if we consider the general meaning of waterfall, how the direction will be there. If we take with the waterfalls, how the directions will be there. Right. Top to bottom. Right. So if we get consider, you can get consider top to bottom. I mean, in the top water has to be available. Assume that in the top water is not available. Is that it will come for down? Assume that in the top if water is not available, is that it will come to the down? No. In the top if water is not available, it will not be coming to the down. So your waterfall model also same concept. Until unless coding is not completed, we cannot start with the testing. Until unless design part is not completed, we cannot go with coding here. So one phase has to be totally completed. One phase has to be totally completed, then only need to start with next phase. So that is what our very first drawback and major drawback while working with waterfall model. Okay, now second drawback. What is the second drawback? What is the second drawback? Any major issues has been identified. Any major issues has been identified. Need to start from first phase. Any major issues has been identified. Need to start from first phase. What is meant by major issue? That you will understand. For example, assume that you are doing the testing. When you do the testing, once you got identified one of the major issue, it's not like just directly inform to the development team and they will modify the code and they will fix it. It's not like that. According to the waterfall model, anything need to be get started from first phase. Anything need to be get started from first phase here. So that is what you will be taking with the second drawback. Because of always starting from the first phase, which it will be taking with more time to complete that project. That is how in a very starting days of IT industry, we need to begin taking care about more time to complete with the project. To complete with a very small project also, which will be taking with more time here. So that is what we need to begin considering that. That is what we need to begin considering that drawbacks of waterfall model. Drawbacks of waterfall model. Right? In a similar way, we got advantages. Any model, it will have its advantages and taking with drawbacks here. Now, you guys can keep the heading is advantages and make a note of that particular advantages. Write with the heading is advantages. Make a note of advantages. Take with the first advantage, small kind of projects. First advantage, small kind of projects. First advantage, small kind of projects. Okay, right. After that, second advantage. Make a note of second advantage. Requirements will be provided. In a very detailed. Requirements will be provided in a very detailed. Okay, requirements will be provided in a very detailed. Okay, and take the last one. Take the last one. The last advantage. Further enhancements. Further enhancements will not be provided. Further enhancements. Further enhancements will not be. Further enhancements will not be provided. Further enhancements will not be provided. So don't be confused here. Don't be confused why we are consider that, why we are considering that these are advantages. So think about with the respective of waterfall. You need to consider, you need to consider with the respective of waterfall. So according to the waterfall model, according to the waterfall model, considering that we can go with small kind of projects. Because why we are considering that is an advantage, why we are saying that small kind of projects is an advantage. Assume that the project is very small. If the project is very small, it will make you more comfortable to understand. Because the project is very small, it will make you more comfortable, more easy to understand. If we got comfortable to understanding very easily, we can go with development activity, and very easily we can go with testing activity. Very easily we can go with the development activity, and very easily we can go with testing activities. So that is how we are saying that that is the first advantage here, considering that small kind of the projects. If the project is very small, if the project is very small, that will be make you more comfortable to get understand, and make you more comfortable to get tested. That is the reason we are considering that that is an advantage. And the second thing, requirements will be provided in a very detail. So according to the process of waterfall model, once all the
Recording stopped. Recording in progress.
It's got disconnected. It's got disconnected. Right. Let's see that. So what we are trying to get explained is, if we consider with advantages, if we get considered with the advantages, further enhancements will not be provided. The meaning of that statement, the best example, you can consider this particular notepad application. According to your understanding, the day of notepad application introduced in the market, the day of notepad application introduced into the market, did you see any new features? The day of notepad application introduced into the market till today, did you see any new features, any updates, any enhancements you got for this particular notepad application? Did you see any enhancements? No, there is no enhancements at all. That means development is one particular activity. So development is done, testing is done, released into the market. Right? I mean, it's not like having, it's not like taking with, it's not like taking with any further enhancements. I mean, the meaning of enhancements means improvements. The further improvements will not be there. If there is no improvements, you doesn't require to continue the testing, and you doesn't require to continue the development. So because requirements provided, development is done, testing is done, the project is completed. So that is what you will be taking with waterfall model. So as simple as you guys need to be get comfortable in understanding all these particular process. It can be developer or tester. You need to be get take care about both the things, because it's not like related to only developer, not like related to tester. That is what the heading we got, SDLC models, software development life cycle. So it can be tester, developer, some other person related to the IT need to be get aware of these concepts here. Okay, so the conclusion is waterfall model is the very first model which has been introduced in IT industry. According to the waterfall model, first we need to be take with requirements gathering and analysis. After that, you will be taking with design, and then you will be taking with coding. After that, you will be taking with testing, and then taking with live environment or production. Right? So considering the drawbacks, we got any drawbacks, we got an advantages. Drawbacks, considering the step-by-step process. First drawback, one phase has to be totally completed, then only need to be get start with the next phase. Second drawback, one major issues, any major issues identified need to be get start from first phase. And the third drawback, time consuming. At the same time, we got advantages. First advantage, small kind of the project. First advantage, small kind of the project. Second advantage, requirements will be provided in a very detailed. Requirements will be provided in a very detailed. Another advantage, further enhancements will not be provided. Further enhancements will not be provided. So that is what you will be taking with. That is what we need to be get consider this particular respective advantages and drawbacks. Whatever advantages, whatever drawbacks we got, all these particular drawbacks, it got overcome. All these particular drawbacks, it has been overcome in V model. Whatever the drawbacks we got in waterfall model, all that particular drawbacks, it got overcome in V model. We can call as V model. We can consider that V model, or we can consider that verification and validation model. We can call as V model, or we can consider that verification and validation model. Now, the drawbacks we got in waterfall model, all that particular drawbacks we got overcome in V model. Let's look into that. Before going to that, did you guys got the link for Google Classroom? Just please cross check with the management team. Just please cross check with please cross check with this particular management team. So you got that particular Google Classroom has been created, right? So for your batch, I think Google Classroom is created. You can just get the link from the management, get with the link from the management and try to get added to the Google Classroom. Once you got added to the Google Classroom, so once you got added to the Google Classroom, then you will be able to see that, to start uploading all the required things in that particular Google Classroom. Okay, your Google Classroom is created, but still I think it is not provided. Just you can cross check your admin, with the admin, they will be providing. You can just cross check with the admin, they will provide with the Google Classroom link. Okay, so you guys need to begin cross check with your admin. So those guys will be providing with the code and everything, and make sure that you got added to Google Classroom. So once you got added to the Google Classroom, whatever the things I was explaining, everything documented in the PDF file. So all the concepts what I have been explaining, so all that particular concepts has been documented in the PDF file. So by that I can start uploading all the required files in the Google Classroom. Okay, so just make sure that as early as possible, make sure that you guys has been got added to Google Classroom. I will not be able to give the code. So that code you need to be get from the management team. So just check with your admin. You will be able to see that to get added to the Google Classroom here. Okay. Right. Fine. So this is what we need to be get mentioning about understanding the two things here. One is SDLC, real-time process implementation, and another one you will be taking with SDLC models. Under SDLC models, one we are taking with waterfall model, and another one which you will be taking with, and another one you will be taking with this particular, okay, another one you will be taking with this particular V model. Now whatever the drawbacks, okay, so whatever the drawbacks it got provided in the waterfall model, all that particular drawbacks it got overcome in V model. So V model also we need to have its advantages, drawbacks that we have to discuss, that we'll be discussing. And after that, another most important one, agile. Agile is the very most important one. If you just look into this particular current market, if we just consider this particular current market, in this particular current market, maximum of the projects implementing, with the help of agile only. So we need to be get understand that what exactly mean by agile. So what exactly mean by agile? Okay, so what exactly mean by agile, and then how to implement, or what are all that particular terminologies related to the agile. So that is what we need to be get understand. But even though agile is most important, you need to be get comfortable looking into that waterfall model and V model also, because in definitely will get in a question, explain SDLC models or explain waterfall model or taking with V model, right? So explain waterfall model or taking with V model, or which you will be taking with this particular agile. You need to be get comfortable in explaining these models. It's not like you are taking anything related to practical. You need to be get comfortable in explaining to the interview here, because it can be developer or it can be tester. Definitely you can get expect. Okay, right. So this is what we need to be get considering that up to waterfall model we done all the all these particular things I used to be get document in the PDF file. So that PDF file I'll start uploading in the Google Classroom. Still have not uploaded anything. So going forward, I will be uploading it. Make sure that you got added to the Google Classroom, and maybe from tomorrow link will be changing it. From tomorrow the link will be changing it. So just cross check with admin what will be the new link. Maybe from tomorrow the link will be changing it. Just cross check with the admin team what exactly the new link and everything. Okay, right. All right guys, so up to now everyone is clear. Up to now everyone is clear. Admin number, just in a minute, let me give the admin details. Just a minute guys, let me provide the admin details. Yeah, I given with the admin details, you can check with him. Okay, so I think maybe they will not be able to pick the calls. See that having with the WhatsApp. Okay, just see that in having with the WhatsApp, and then see that you are filling that particular form also. Okay, right. So for now we done up to waterfall model. Tomorrow I'll be taking with V model. V model is a very small thing only, but main thing is the agile. We need to be taking care about the more concepts related to the agile, that we'll be discussing it. Once we completed with the agile, then we'll be getting started with our project testing. We used to be mentioning that we are going to learn with the help of the project, right? So once we complete with the agile, then we'll be getting started with project testing here. So I'm not discussing about anything related to development. Related to the testing perspective, you will be learning all the concepts with the help of the project here. So before getting started the project, we need to be take care about having all these particular SDLC process and models. That is what we are looking into that. Okay, right. So in case of any questions, you guys can carry on.
Hello.
Yep, carry on.
Sir, waterfall model is different in linear sequential model.
Waterfall model?
Is different name available linear sequential model, sir?
Linear, the two names we got it. Okay, we can consider like waterfall model and linear model.
Okay, sir, I'm confused.
Okay. Yeah, right.
Bro, already you know, then why you are asking?
Hello, sir.
Yeah, carry on.
Sir, advantage is smaller. Interest లేదు మేడం నాకు కాల్ చేయబాకండి నేను చెప్పేసాను.
Repeat the question, guys.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Advantage is small.
Advantage is small kind of projects. The first advantage is small kind of projects. because if the project is very small, it will make you more comfortable to understand, more easy to develop and more easy to test it. That is what we are considering.